What's the deal, y'all, man? We back with some more EWU Bodycam. Y'all see the title, man. Man crushes ex-wife's date to death.
Oh, that sounds kind of
crazy. Sick, crazy. Y'all already know what it is, man. Kickback gang. Everybody else, hit that subscribe, cut that post notification to all, man.
Get y'all snacks and whatever y'all got, and just watch the
and
video
chill.
together.
You already know. Let's get it.
I think it's up on.
Somebody get him on purpose.
Is he breathing?
Damn.
I don't know, I can't tell. You're coming here to fight him because he was mad at him.
Let me ask you this. Can I get you to step with me over here for me, please?
Try to call him and see if he'll respond to you.
David, come on. Wake up, David.
Start roping this off because this is going to be a crime scene. All right.
On May 7th, 2023, a 46-year-old man's lifeless body is found at the end of a secluded road, lying in the grass 50 feet away from his wrecked vehicle. Police and first responders get to a scene that has all the markings of a terrible accident. But when investigators start putting the pieces of this tragic puzzle together, they begin to uncover a truth that is far more sinister. The following report is based on official police records, and some of the footage has never been seen before until now. At 1:34 a.m. on the morning of May 7th, 2023, a frantic 911 call comes into dispatchers in Greenwood, South Carolina.
Okay, what happened?
The man hit the car. He's out of the car. He's been beaten. He's unconscious.
Is it a car wreck?
But it's a one-person car wreck.
He's unconscious?
Yes, it's really bad. He needs immediate assistance.
Okay. Is he breathing?
I don't know. I can't tell.
Okay, listen to me. Where is he bleeding from?
His nose and his definitely his nose.
You said his nose and what else?
Definitely his nose, and I can't tell. Oh my God.
Okay.
The front of his ear is really bad.
Okay, listen to me. Is he flat on his back?
Yes.
Okay. Are you able to turn him onto his sides?
Yes.
Okay, listen. You said he's bleeding from his nose and his ears?
Yes.
Okay, is there anybody out there with you?
Yes, I'm with two other people. He needs help right now.
We've got EMS and law enforcement coming, okay? Okay, listen to me. Can you tell if he's breathing? Is his chest moving up and down?
It doesn't seem like it. Can I touch his chest?
Okay. Okay, listen. Do you feel any warm air coming from his nose or his mouth?
No.
You don't feel any warm air?
Actually, maybe. I can't really tell. I'm sorry. I'm scared to talk.
Okay, I understand. What is your name?
I feel it.
The dispatcher works to help the caller. A teenager named Megan provides as much assistance as possible until first responders arrive.
Okay, listen to me. Can you tell if he's still breathing? Can you try to talk to him, see if you can wake him up?
So I can touch him? Is that okay?
Okay, yes, ma'am. Try to call him and see if he'll respond to you.
David, come on. Wake up, David, come on, David. Wake up.
Can you tell if he's breathing?
I think he's breathing, yes.
You think he's breathing? Okay. Is he moving around at all when you call him?
He isn't responding.
Okay, what's his name?
His name's David McClendon.
This is only the first of many personal details that will emerge on this horrific night. But as police and EMTs descend on the scene, the first order of business is to save Davis McClendon's life.
Okay, thank you. Oh, they're giving him CPR.
He's still on the line. He might not be breathing.
Come on, David.
Hard to tell anything.
As the first deputies and medics arrive on the scene, it becomes quickly clear that the 911 caller's use of the phrase one-person car wreck was misleading. It's true that only Davis McClendon is here at the scene, but a deputy notes that his injuries are consistent with being struck by a vehicle. His damaged BMW is sitting some distance away, and the vehicle that seemingly hit both Davis and his car spilled oil all over the road. In fact, the oil isn't just splattered here at the scene. It leaves a trail heading away from the Hunters Creek subdivision. Two Greenwood deputies decide to follow that trail, and from what Megan and her friends have said, they have a pretty good idea where it will lead them.
Myself and 316 are gonna head over there, see if the vehicle's there.
The house that he's supposed to be at with the kids is. Are you in there now?
Yes.
I'll head with you.
No, stay here. Yates and I are gonna go over there. We're gonna see if the car is there.
What vehicle in the van?
Negative. We're gonna go see if we can find a vehicle there. Start roping this off because this is gonna be a crime scene.
All right.
Although the 911
Right.
caller didn't see the incident, she definitely has strong suspicions about what happened before she arrived.
Who assaulted him?
But the thing is, but after he just coming here to fight him because he was mad at him. And then we came to check up on him, and then he found him like this.
Okay, so the person that assaulted him, you said his name, Bud Ackerman?
Yes.
Does he live in Honey Street?
Yeah, he lived in front of the street, and I got separated, and he had him moving on his phone. And like right outside of Hunter Street, it's like 2 minutes away. It's like over Beagle Highway.
Okay, did he assault him, or did he have a weapon, or do you know? Did anybody see him assault him? Did anybody see it happen?
You know, I don't think that we got here. Nobody is here. We just thought we were going to leave until I saw his body a couple feet away on the side of the dirt.
Megan, who is still back at the scene, is not alone. She's with a woman named Meredith Haney, who is Bud Ackerman's estranged wife. Megan is in fact a frequent babysitter for their children, the three of whom are staying with Bud for the weekend, Meredith tells police. And as the deputies make contact with Bud at his parents' residence, those kids and their safety are their first priority.
Take our street.
Makes sense.
Hey, garage is open. Garage is open. Sheriff's office.
Yes, sir.
Are there some kids here?
Yeah.
Yep,
Okay, whose kids are they?
mine.
Yours and who?
My wife.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Can I get you to step with me over here for me, please?
All right.
You have your ID on you?
I do not.
Okay, just step over here for me.
Bud will do very little talking to police that night, but they've already got the beginnings of a tangled backstory, merely from what Megan told them in her initial call.
Okay, so how did y'all know he was out there?
But he's dating Bud's wife, and he's been really close. He was really mad. He's been trying to find her all night.
Okay, so David has been dating Bud's ex-wife?
Yes.
Damn.
It will later emerge that Meredith and Bud separated and began divorce proceedings approximately 1 year earlier. But while Bud will later admit that this breakup was against his wishes, his frustration with the situation reaches a new level on April 29, 2023, about a week before the incident. That's when he learned from a mutual friend that Meredith had begun dating a man named Davis McClendon. Investigators will later find a text message Bud sent to a friend expressing his outrage at the news. Bud texts, "What the hell is Davis thinking, man? I mean, what the hell, Danny?" Danny replies back, "I have no clue what you're talking about. What did he do?" Bud writes, "He's been Meredith." He goes on to say, "I had my suspicions, but it was confirmed by her. I can't believe he'd do that to me. I mean, damn, I've known him my whole life." And when Danny simply writes, "I don't know what to tell you, Bud," Bud replies, "Damn, I don't know either. It's just up." Exactly 1 week after the text exchange, on the evening of Saturday, May 6th, Meredith and Davis go out to dinner at a restaurant called Break on the Lake, where security cameras pick up their arrival. It's only 4.5 hours before the tragedy on Abbott Road. Davis goes inside while Meredith stays behind in the car. She's FaceTiming with her kids, who are at Bud's house and using their dad's phone to chat with her. What she doesn't know is that Bud is observing the screen as well, and he recognizes the scenery in the background. He doesn't know for certain that she's with Davis, but he has his suspicions. It's 8:48 p.m., and a bad night is only just beginning.
Oh boy.
Many hours later, deputies at Bud's house take careful note of the
Messy.
fresh, oily footprints that decorate the floor.
Very messy situation.
Messy.
That's his friend? That was
He's
his
been
friend. He's
knowing
in
him all
the
his
whole life.
life.
Oh.
That's right there. Probably like something
Man,
just
made
went
him
off
snap,
in the
yeah.
head, boy.
Bud's house take careful note of the fresh, oily footprints that decorate the floor.
Footprints. Yeah. Footprints. 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 That's the door I came in. Oily footprints. Oily footprints.
The investigators follow the footprint trail back to a bedroom where they appear to come to an end at the foot of the bed.
Is this parents' room?
Yeah.
Okay.
Twist the hair, one here. This bunch. Yeah, bunch right here. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be the shoe that he's got on now.
Yeah.
Investigators will indeed find oily residue on the shoes Bud is wearing that night, as well as a small amount of what appears to be blood on his hands. Both were presumably clean earlier that night when he was at a local bar called the Key West Club, where surveillance shows him ordering at least 4 beers over an hour-and-a-half time period. But Bud isn't just drinking and socializing. He's making repeated attempts to get in contact with Meredith, who's left Brake on the lake and is now with Davis at a friend's party. At one point, frustrated that Meredith won't take his calls, Bud texts her a message. "Why do you hate me? I just don't understand." When a friend who was at Key West Club that night calls Meredith to tell her that Bud is gone, Meredith and Davis head up to the bar themselves. According to what Meredith would later tell investigators, Bud continued calling repeatedly during this time. She says that when she finally did take his call, he demanded to know where she was and why she was refusing to speak to him. The call logs would later reveal that between 9:07 p.m. and 12:15 a.m. that night, Bud attempted to call Meredith a total of 36 times.
Damn.
At his residence in the hours after the incident, investigators take a close look at Bud's Ford F-250, which just happens to look like it's been in a crash.
That's wild.
Yeah, that's what I walked up and I was like, oh yeah.
You see that?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a palm mark. But like that right there.
You can see the oil on the ground.
Little specks right there.
Bud himself refuses to answer any questions without a lawyer present, but the circumstantial evidence is piling up quickly. As for Meredith, she says she tried reaching out to Bud's friends and family while at the Key West Club earlier that night. In the meantime, Davis sent a text message to a friend saying, "FYI, apparently Bud is drunk and out trying to hunt Meredith down. She's wanting to call the cops. I was hoping maybe you could get his dad to rope him in." At almost the same time, Bud Ackerman is on the hunt, scoping out the parking lot at the now closed Break on the Lake restaurant for any signs of Meredith and Davis. He makes 2 circles through the lot before leaving. Investigators will later learn, thanks to the Ford's onboard computer, that he also drove down the street where Meredith lived and down the street where Davis lived in an effort to find the couple. Back at the Key West Club, Davis decides enough is enough and tells Meredith he's going to call Bud and talk to him about the relentless attempts to get her on the phone. Meredith watches her boyfriend walk away, never imagining it would be for the last time. Bud would later characterize the call as aggressive, saying that Davis was threatening to beat him up. While the true nature of the conversation cannot be known, what is known is that Davis and Bud agreed to meet near the intersection of Avid Road and Sawgrass Place. According to Bud, and confirmed by the call logs, he called Davis back at 1:09 a.m. He says he told Davis at that time that he wouldn't be meeting him after all, and would instead be going home. Bud says that Davis cursed at him and taunted him for backing out, at which time he drove straight to the meeting place. At 1:11 a.m., his final approach is caught on a local resident's surveillance camera.
Ooh, hit that car hard.
The camera only captures the sound of the impact, but another resident's camera records the moment of impact itself. The first camera not only captures the sound of the incident, but also Bud yelling something in the seconds following the impact. At 1:13 a.m., Bud's truck can be seen leaving the area. He would later say that the collision was an accident caused by Davis standing in the middle of the road. Bud says that he only saw Davis at the last second, at which point he jerked the steering wheel as hard as he could to avoid Davis and smash into his car instead. The onboard computer system shows that he did not hit the brakes and was traveling at 25 miles per hour in his Ford F-250. Davis would die that night at Self Regional Medical Center at the age of 46.
Damn.
At 6:30 in the morning on May 7th, roughly 5 hours after the incident, Bud Ackerman is arrested and transported to the Greenwood County Detention Center. On trial for murder the following year, he would insist that he never meant to harm Davis McClendon that night, and that it was only due to panic that he failed to call 911. The jury deliberated for less than 30 minutes before delivering a unanimous verdict of guilty. In October 2024, 42-year-old William Bud Ackerman was sentenced to 45 years in prison for murder. He's housed at the Tiger River Correctional Institution in Spartanburg County, South Carolina.
Damn. 45 big ones.
Whew.
They don't say things in them, but no possibility of parole.
He might have got he's gonna stay in there.
Damn. But that's crazy though, man. Like,
He was on one all night. Right.
You got your own stuff going on. And
Just go ahead and move on. You see how your life can change just like that because your anger.
That's right.
Man.
That was the last time I seen him. He jump up and went out to call him.
Right. Damn. Oh gosh. What do y'all think about the situation in the comment section?
Yeah,
let us know.
Damn,
sorry he had to lose his life.
Sad
That was a messy situation right there. He been on one since he been blowing her phone up, calling.
Yeah.
I guess he want to know you were Davis or like why they couldn't just fight it out, like get out the car and just start fighting instead of you hit him with the car.
Crazy. That was loud too.
Whew, he hit that car hard.
Y'all let us know down below, man. Check out the rest of the videos too. Kickback Gang. We love y'all. We catch you on next video.
Catch y'all next one.